Hi, thanks for joining me today. We're going to do a Pilates-inspired mat workout. No equipment required, just roll out your mat and join me. So take a few minutes to get into a comfortable seat on your mat. You can sit up on a cushion, sit cross-legged or another way. And we'll just get started by taking a few deep breaths, just putting aside the rest of the day, arriving here, taking time for yourself. A few big full breaths. And as you're getting settled on your mat, a reminder to take breaks anytime you need to, have a sip of water, and modify any of the exercises so they work for you. Let's roll the shoulders up and back and down. Thinking about a tall spine. And then tuning into the abdominal muscles, thinking about the lower abdominal area, slightly pulling in and scooping up so you feel that core engagement. Keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, let's move the right ear towards the shoulder. So just a little gentle side bend of the neck, feeling a nice opening without forcing anything. And then coming back up to center and go over to the other side. Think of the ear moving towards the shoulder. And then back up to center. And let's just do that one more time to each side. As we continue to tune into the core, lift up to center and go over to the other side. Really gentle here. And then lift back to center. We'll roll the shoulders again. Up and back and down. Keeping the chest lifted and wide across the collarbones, let's bring our fingertips to touch. Elbows are out wide. We're going to do a seated twist here. So we're keeping the lower body stable, grounded down onto the mat or the cushion. And then we're going to twist to the count of 3. We'll start over to the right. So twisting from the waist. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Over to the other side. 3, 2, 1, and center. And keep going side to side with those 3 little moves and then coming back to center. And again, remembering that we're warming up here. So just going easy on your body, getting things moving. Thinking about that tall spine, crown of the head reaching to the ceiling. We'll do one more like this to each side. Come back to center, and now we'll just do a single count for each twist. So just over to the right, back to center, over to the left. And you can inhale at center and then exhale to twist. Noticing that our sit bones, our hips are staying down on the cushion or the mat. One more to each side. Nice work. Bring the arms down. You can shake out the arms and roll the shoulders. So in today's routine, I've sprinkled in a few planks, different plank variations. So we're going to have a bit more of a focus on strength and endurance. So let's get started with that. We'll start with our first plank now. I'm going to offer a full plank with extended arms, knees lifted, but of course you could always put your knees down or come on your forearms instead. So if you have any cushions, you can move those out of the way. I'll be counting down from 15. We'll do a 15 count for our planks today. So fingers are spread wide, nice full base of support on the hands, and then we step the toes back. And we have shoulders, hips, knees all lined up, core engaged, and you're always breathing for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Bring your knees down and we'll swing the feet forward. So take a moment to get into boat position. We have knees bent, feet on the mat. You can start with hands under knees, thinking about that scoop in the lower abs, lifting the chest. And from here, we're going to come back onto our forearms. With the core engaged, I'm going to lift one foot and then lift the other foot. And zip your legs together. So thighs are touching, knees are touching, feet are together. And I'm going to point my toes. Keeping all of that, moving the knees over to one side and then through center and over to the other side. And let's just keep going like this, side to side. And one more to each side. Coming to center with those toes still pointed. Let's, with control, bring the toes down onto the mat. And now we're going to do a similar move here. So we're going to let both knees come over to one side. Now we'll pause and then extend the legs out away from us. Bend the knees, bring the toes down, knees come through center over to the other side and extend the legs away. And toes down. To the side, extend, toes down, other side. Keep going like this. We're moving nice and slow, controlled. Most of our Pilates moves are a little slower so that we control the move. We really notice what's going on in the body, noticing which muscles are working. This one we can tune into nice strong legs as we extend away. Let's do one more to each side. Nice work. Bring the knees to center, feet flat on the mat, and lift your upper body up. Coming back to hands under knees for a moment. Have a couple big breaths. Our breaths are filling up our lungs right to the base of the lungs and all the air coming out. So we're also training ourselves to breathe deeply, not just shallow breaths. Clasp your hands above your knees and extend your arms. Keeping a neutral spine, just lean back slightly here. So you should feel the abdominal muscles working to hold into this position. Keeping heels down, lift your toes. Right foot is going to step a little bit wider out towards the edge of your mat and then back to center. And then left foot step out toward the edge of the mat and back to center. And just keep going like this. One foot at a time, stepping out, coming back to center, staying up on your heels. Upper body, who are working on staying stable, lifting the chest. Next time both feet are at center, you could either keep going one foot at a time, or a little challenge, you could do both feet at the same time. So both feet go a little bit wider, and then both feet come together. And keep going like this, using those core muscles, trunk muscles to stabilize, to balance. And let's just do one more each way. You got it. Nice work. Awesome. Feet come down, and you can slide your hands down your shins, down towards your feet or your ankles, and just let your upper body kind of drape forward. Couple big breaths. And then we will make our way to hands and knees. So again, fingers are spread wide, our wrists are under our shoulders, knees are under hips, and the head is in line with the spine. So just checking in with your head. If you find yourself dropping your head down or arching up, just bring it back in line. Keeping the right knee bent, we're going to lift the leg behind us. Right leg lifts behind with knee bent, and then bring that leg down. The knee is just going to hover above the mat and then out to the side. And then down to hover and lift behind. And keep going like this. Knee is bent the whole time. We're just lifting behind and then lifting out to the side. And the rest of the body is stable. So just checking in, trying our best to keep our torso centered between our hands. And the work is at those glute muscles, the hip muscles. One more each way. And then we'll pause with the leg out behind us. Our foot is flexed, and we'll do a few little pulses here. So just pulse it out with the leg lifted out behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and knee comes down. Take a moment between sides. You could always shake out your arms, roll out the wrists. And then here we go with the left leg, lifting that bent leg out behind us. Knee comes down just to hover, and then out to the side. And keep going. Stabilizing the trunk of the body, working the hip muscles. One more each way, and then pause with that leg out behind you. Foot is flexed, little pulses here. Pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and knee comes down. Let's lift all the way up into kneeling. Lift your torso up, and just take a moment again to shake out your arms, roll the wrists, and then when you're ready, we'll come back down to hands and knees. So we're going to repeat the lifting the bent leg behind and out to the side. You can do it exactly as we were before, or for a little more intensity, a bit of a challenge, tuck toes and lift knees. You can join me for that option. So start by tucking your toes, core engaged, and then just lift your knees, keeping the knees lifted. Here we go, right leg. We're going to lift that bent leg behind us, bring the knee down and out to the side. And keep going. This is a full body strength move here. We're in it together. Keep it going. One more to each direction. Nice work. And foot comes down. We can just tap those knees down for a moment in between sides. Have a breath, and then lifting knees. Here we go, left leg. Lift behind, knee comes down, out to the side. Keep going. One more each way. And toes down and knees down. And let's take a child's pose. So untuck the toes, let the hips fall back towards your heels. Your arms could reach forward, or you could bring your arms back alongside your body. You could stack hands under your forehead. Couple big breaths. Nice work. Coming up, we're going to do another one of our planks, this time forearm plank. And again, once you get in position, feel free to let the knees come down. Even with the knees down, we still have shoulders, hips, knees all in one line. So coming down onto forearms, you could have palms down or clasp your hands. Step your toes back, make your body into that plank, everything in line. So either knees lifted or knees down. Here we go for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and knees down. Awesome work. Swing your feet forward. We're going to make our way onto our back. So you can start with your legs extended out in front of you. Make sure you've got some mat behind you, and you could reach forward, and then with control, roll yourself down. Use your hands at any point. Roll yourself down onto your back. Maybe let your arms go overhead. Just stretch the whole body out for a breath or two. And then we're going to slide the feet in. Bring your arms to your side. So the next few exercises, I will be doing an upper body curl. You can modify this in a few different ways. You could do the whole exercise with your head down. You could put one hand behind your head for a little, just gentle extra support without pulling on your head. And you can go between being in an upper body curl, put the head down and come back into it. And the main point is, don't be halfway. Don't just lift your head looking up at the ceiling. If you're curling up, you're looking down at your legs. All right, so we're going to do a hundreds variation. Bring the legs to touch, zip up between your thighs, knees, feet, all touching. Keeping the thighs and knees together, extend the right leg. With the core engaged, we're curling up and over, eyes are looking down. Lift the arms, palms down, start pumping your arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Pause your arms and let's just switch legs. Bring your right foot down, extend the left leg, go back to pumping arms, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in and out, breathe in and out, breathe in and out, breathe in, last one, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and foot comes down and head comes down. And take a moment to bring your knees into your chest. Just pull those knees in. Tune into your breathing. And then you can bring your feet down. Our next exercise is a classic Pilates exercise, single leg stretch. So we always like to start by checking that we have the core muscles engaged. Lift one foot, lift the other foot. Upper body curls up and over. Bring your right knee towards your chest. The left hand is close to the knee. The right hand close down by the ankle. The other leg extends, and then we switch legs. Switch and switch. And keep going. Giving that knee a little pull in towards the chest each time you switch legs. Elbows come out wide. Again, you could always have one hand just really light behind the head and keep going with your legs, or put your head down, keep going. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then pull those knees towards the chest again as the head comes down. You might take a little rock side to side. Let's keep the feet lifted. Come back to center and just bring your arms to reach to the ceiling. So both arms reach to the ceiling. Turn your palms to face each other. Plug the shoulders back down to the mat. And then flex your feet. We're going to start with some heel taps here. So this next couple exercises, we're going to keep the head down. So right heel comes down, tap the mat, come all the way back up. Left heel down, tap the mat, come all the way back up. And keep going. So while we're just alternating heel taps to the mat and lifting, noticing how that feels in the lower abdominals. We want to have some work going on there. We also want to feel stable in our lower back. Next time both feet are lifted, pause. Now we're going to do opposite arm overhead. So as right heel comes down, left arm overhead, and then lift and lift. And left heel and right arm, and lift and lift. And just keep going like this, opposite arm and leg. If you end up doing the same side, that's fine too. We're always breathing. And we'll do one more to each side. Nice work. And then bring the feet down and bring the arms down. Let's bring our arms out to a T for a restorative stretch across the chest. Bring the feet a little bit wider. And we'll windshield wiper our knees. Let both knees fall over to one side, and then through center and over to the other side. And keep going like this, letting the knees sway side to side. Nice dynamic stretch through the hips. A little bit of a spinal twist. And then bring the knees back to center. Walk your feet back to hip width apart. Bring your fingertips just behind your ears with elbows wide. With the core engaged, we'll lift our feet. Upper body curls up and over. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Left leg extends away. We're going to keep our legs exactly like this. So the legs aren't going to move, and we're going to do 4 twists to the right. So go ahead and twist from your waist, twist to the right, and then come back to center. And again, over to the right and center. 2 more. Next time you come to center, pause, switch your legs. Twisting to the left and center, keeping the elbows wide. We're not trying to touch our knee with our elbow. 2 more here. Nice work. And head down, bend both knees, and bring your feet down. Knees come into the chest. In a moment, we're going to make our way to seated. So you could either roll onto your side and come to seated, or you could curl up her body, make yourself into a little ball, hands under your knees, and you can rock lengthwise on your spine a few times, and then rock yourself up to seated. So anyway, you want to get there, and we'll all meet up in kneeling. So in kneeling position, feel free to put a little extra cushioning under your knees. You could put a thin pillow or a folded up towel, or fold your mat under your knees. And then toes can be tucked or untucked, whichever works for you. Tuning into core engage, we'll roll the shoulders 1 time back. And then let's bring our right leg out to the side. So land on the sole of your foot, toes are pointing forward, and then bring your arms out to a T. Remember, it's all just a practice. We're doing the best we can. We're going to tip over and land on the left hand. And you can bring your top hand, just bring it on your hip. We're going to lift and lower that extended leg. So go ahead and lift and lower. And each time we lower, we're just coming really lightly, tapping the foot down. Next time you lift your leg, keep it lifted, bring the knee towards the chest, and then push away. And knee to the chest and push away. Thinking about that strong leg as we push away. Let's do 2 more. Bring the foot down. Top arm reach to the ceiling, and use that top arm to lead the way as you lift yourself all the way back up. Arms come down and knee comes down. And just shake things out between sides. Left leg out to the side. Land on the sole of your foot. Arms out to a T. Tip over. Land on your right hand. Top hand on your hip. And go ahead and lift and lower. Nice work. Next time your leg is lifted, we'll bring that knee towards the chest and then extend away. And knee in and extend. Let's do 1 more. And bring the foot down, top arm reaches up, lift yourself up, knee down and arms down. Shake it out. Make your way back to seated. Legs extended out in front of you. We're going to roll down onto our back. Remember to use your hands as needed. Roll yourself down. And let's just leave our arms overhead with palms facing up. Slide your feet in. Bring your legs to touch. Just like we did in hundreds, we're going to come into a half teaser position in our legs. So we're keeping the thighs and knees touching. We're extending right leg. Belly's engaged. We'll start with an inhale. As we exhale, we reach to the ceiling and then we curl up, reach fingertips towards our toes, and then come all the way back down. Inhale to start, exhale, curl up, reach, 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 and down, and keep going. Again, slow, controlled moves. Following breath. One more on this side. Pause with your arms overhead, switch your feet. Now the left leg's extended, and then curl up and reach. Each time thinking that you could get a little bit higher. One more for this side. Nice work. Awesome. Bringing that foot down. Arms alongside your body, and reposition your feet so they're hip width apart. Legs are parallel, hip width apart. We're preparing for bridge. Making sure our shoulder blades are tucked under, arms at our side with palms down, feet close to the body. Push into the feet, lift the hips. Legs stay parallel to each other. We have hips lifted, chest lifted. Slowly come down. Just take your time to come down. Feeling all the parts of the back as they touch down. Let's lift up again into bridge. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Extend that right leg to the ceiling. Flex your foot. Bring that extended leg partway down towards the mat and lift. And two more like that, partway down and lift. Last one. Bend your knee, bring your foot down. Over to the left side, left knee comes in. Extend the leg, foot is flexed. 3 times, lower and lift. We're keeping hips level. Bend your knee, foot down, and again, slowly, slowly come down. Awesome work. All right, we're gonna make our way onto our side. And we're gonna start with a side plank. So a couple options. We're going to do the side plank on our forearm of the lower arm. And you can either bend your bottom knee and do your side plank with the bottom knee bent, or both legs extended. And I'm going to put my top foot in front of my bottom foot. So you choose where you want to go on your side plank. Let's lift our hips and we'll count down for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hips down. Nice work. All right, support your head. You can either have your elbow bent or just come right down onto your bottom arm. Legs extended in line with your body. Everything's in one line. We're going to point the top toes and start bending your top knee. Drag your big toe along the bottom leg and then extend that leg to the ceiling and lower the extended leg. And again, drag the toe, extend to the ceiling, lower the leg. Keep going. Thinking about those strong muscles in your leg, in your hip. One more in this direction, and then the next time the leg comes down, we'll reverse direction, straight leg up to the ceiling, bend your knee, slide your toe out. Lift, bend, and slide, and keep that going. Lift, bend, and slide, and do one more. And then pause. And we're going to do a forward bicycle now. So top knee comes up towards the chest, and then kick out and around. And knee to the chest, kick out and around. And as we're doing this big range of motion in our hip, we're also trying to stabilize the rest of the body. Again, it's a practice, doing the best we can. Let's do one more. Nice work. And then just let that top leg rest down on the bottom leg. If you're not already, just bring your head right down onto that bottom arm. Make a little cushion with your bottom arm. Rest your head down. And then bend your bottom knee. Make a little kickstand and hover that top leg. We're going to do 1 knee to the chest and then 3 a little bit quicker lifts of the top leg. So it's going to be just about a half lift. All right, so knee to the chest, extend the leg, and then 3, 2, 1. Knee to the chest, extend, 3, 2, 1. And keep going, alternating between knee to the chest and 3 lifts. 3, 2, 1. Knee. Keep it going. Little bit faster move than we have been doing. Let's do 1 more each way. Nice work. All right, and we'll make our way all the way over to our other side. Starting on the side plank. On your forearm, you choose your variation, knee bent or both legs extended, coming up into your plank, whole body getting stronger here, and breathing for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those hips. Like I say, we're in this together. Thanks for joining me. All right. So you're propped up on your bottom arm, legs extended, sliding that top foot along the bottom leg as you bend your knee, extend to the ceiling and lower. Slide the toe, extend and lower. Nice controlled moves. Just focus on how that feels in your leg. We'll go 1 more in this direction, and then we'll switch. So straight leg up to the ceiling, bend your knee and slide out. Lift, bend, slide, keep going. You're doing great. Let's do 1 more. Nice. Then we'll do that forward bicycle, knee towards the chest, kick out and around. And keep going. We'll do a couple more. Nice work. And then lower your head down onto that bottom arm, little bend in the bottom knee. We're doing our flow of knee to the chest with 3 quick lifts. So knee comes to the chest and then 3 lifts. Lift, 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 and knee. And lift, lift, lift. Keep going. So many benefits to strengthening our glutes, our hip muscles. Knee, lift, lift, lift. Keep going. You got this. Let's do 1 more each way. Knee and lift, lift, lift. Nice work. Make your way to hands and knees. We're going to do 1 more plank here. This is going to be the last plank of the day. So you choose if you want to do full plank with arms extended or forearm plank, knees lifted, knees down, or maybe you're ready for a child's pose. So your choice. All right, I will do a forearm plank, I think. And I'm going to step back on my toes, get into position, and here we go for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can come out of your plank, and we're all going to make our way onto our belly. So just lying down on the belly. Start with your hands stacked and forehead on your hands. Legs are extended, toes untucked, and then slide the extended legs just a little bit out towards the edges of your mat. We still have core engaged, so imagine you're lifting your belly button just a millimeter off the mat, that visual to engage the core. Then we're lifting head and chest, keeping hands on the forehead. Extend the arms out to the sides. Bring your hands back under your forehead and lower. Lift head and chest, arms out to the side. Arms back, hands under your forehead and lower. We'll just do a couple more like that. Lift, reach out to the side, hands come back and lower. Last one. And lower. And then reach your arms overhead and bring your forehead down for a moment. Just slide your arms out a little bit wider as well. So your arms are out to a bit of a V position. We're going to lift the head just slightly off the mat. Our eyes are looking down at the mat. And then you're going to lift opposite arm and leg and lower. Other side. Opposite arm and leg and lower. And keep going. This is swim prep exercise. We're just doing it in a little bit of wider arm, wider leg position. Working the whole back of the body, strengthening the back muscles. One more to each side. Nice work. And then you can bring your legs back to hip width behind you. Stack your hands under your forehead. Let your head rest down. Bend both knees. Feet are in the air. Both feet sway over to one side and then through center and over to the other side. So a nice gentle move here, just swaying the feet in the air side to side. Little dynamic stretch here. Releasing the hips, releasing the lower back. One more to each side. Come to center, let your feet come down. Hands under your shoulders. Let's lift up to hands and knees. We'll do one stretch here in hands and knees position, stretching calf muscles. Extend one leg out behind you, land on your toes, and let's just push the heel away. You could always do this down on forearms as well. We're just getting a nice stretch into especially the lower leg, the calf, into the foot. Breathing. Let's start to slow our breath down. And that knee comes down, other leg. Same thing, landing on toes. And just thinking about gently pushing that heel away. And knee down. And we're going to make our way to seated. So if you have a cushion you want to prop up on, you could grab that. We're going to do a few side to side bends, upper body side bends. You can do it in cross-legged position, or you can join me in mermaid, where we take one leg out to the side. So both knees are bent, feet are both going in one direction. And then we lift one arm up to the ceiling on our inhale and exhale to side bend over. Lifting up, switch arms, side bend over. We're just going to follow our breath here. So we're taking nice full breaths, inhaling, exhaling. Just allowing our body to slow down, cool down. Some nice stretches here. Next time you lift up to center, if you're in mermaid, let's switch our feet around. Or if you're sitting cross-legged, you could change which leg is in front, and we'll do a few more side to side stretches. Nice work. When you're ready, you can come up to center and then sitting comfortably. We can do one more time, rolling the shoulders up and back. Take a moment here, maybe close your eyes, put one hand on your belly, one hand on the chest. Tuning into your breath. Just noticing the rise of the belly and the rise of the chest as you inhale, and then the softening of the chest and the belly as you exhale. Tall spine. Start to open your eyes. Let's bring our fingertips down. We'll finish with 3 big breaths together. So inhale the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale the arms down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do one more like that. Lovely work. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. I hope you're feeling strong, amazing, ready to take on the rest of the day. I appreciate a thumbs up, a like to this video, comments. I love to see comments, and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.